And just actually a little while ago, my son had just read it, and those people who know, we had recently a Mortal Kombat tournament, which, by the way, I was, up until recently, the Mortal Kombat champion in this house and whatnot, but my son actually defeated me finally, so props to him for finally beating the Mortal Kombat master of Mortal Kombat, who's been playing it longer than he's been alive, my son, but props to him. He has successfully defeated me finally in a tournament, and to get the tournament, he had to actually beat other people. This is a real tournament we actually had, so kudos to my son, Sean Awesome, for defeating me. Now, that being said, we got an email from someone who wanted to see me take on more than one, and I guess one of the fans from, England, had, heard the comments my son had made a couple days ago about how I had defended my title against two other individuals who were probably not deserving or not, whatever, or nobodies, if you would. And by the way, the two nobodies my son was referring to is Braun Strowman of the WWE, and probably they call him the Monster in the Bank, or the Money Monster in general. Get these hands, so to speak. And the other guy was The Big Show, which is the largest athlete in the history of all sports. He's a large giant. And in that match, I defended I believe it was the Universal Championship, and I did defeat them and successfully beat them both. So, what a viewer from England has said is, well, in that case, why don't you, do another triple threat with more formidable opponents? And I guess he feels that, apparently the gentleman in England is a huge gamer.
Triple threat matches have a way of getting
we had
out
a
of hand
Mortal Kombat tournament, like I said, and
oddly
oddly enough, in that tournament, no one had selected Sub-Zero as their person. Including, and I will admit this myself, I also neglected to choose the coolest guy in the game, as I used to call him, who was someone who I used to go to if it wasn't Scorpion. However, I did not use him, neither did anyone else for that matter, so Sub-Zero kind of took the back seat to everybody else. By the way, my son won with Jason Voorhees, by the way, in case you were wondering. As that right there is the Black Rose that was about to be placed on Ken from Street Fighter. And that brings us to this match, ladies and gentlemen. The gentleman in England wanted to see what would happen if we mixed Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, and myself. He said, well, take the guy from Street Fighter, take the guy from Mortal Kombat, and you beat them both, those guys.
No, he kicks out at 2.5.
And I said, all right, so here we are. Now, the gentleman in England had suggested I take on Ryu and Scorpion because they're, quote, the kind of leaders of the group. The reason those guys are not in the ring with me right now is because, well, for one thing, Ryu and Ken are equal in Street Fighter, in my opinion. I don't care what anyone says. Ken is the American version of Ryu. He is from America, Ken, and he is a strong, tough individual, as Ryu is. He can throw that Hadouken thing just as easy as Ryu can, and he happens to be from America, so there you go. But on top of that, I've been reading a lot about people who've been taking the back seat, so to speak, and people don't get a lot of props, and I believe Ken deserves a little alone time in the seat. Ken maybe should step it up. And the reason Sub-Zero, again, is in this is the gentleman had wanted, Mortal Kombat or, Scorpion, but his tag team partner in Fire and Ice, which is Sub-Zero,
and he lands the slam.
We put him in this since he was not able to get involved in the tournament earlier today, and that is why he is involved in this right now, to give him the spotlight he deserves.
They get dangerous
to
out
give
here,
him the props. Unfortunately, I am not a character in Mortal Kombat, so I could not take on either one of them, anybody, so... As Ken decides he's going to go fishing for
big
weapons,
miss for him there, and he'll likely pay for it here.
Oh, that's a genius idea.
Oh, the sledgehammer connects.
So, for those guys who remember how well that sledgehammer worked out for...
still down after that one. Yeah, that did some big time damage.
Who pulled that out earlier, but Ken is now finding out why that wasn't a good idea. And he's getting jazzed by vengeance, which is this, what this set of German suplexes is called. I don't like that Sub-Zero has access to that sledgehammer. And he's starting to stir, and look, a deep fried Oreo driver.
Nicely done. Truly, he can do it here. And he breaks up the pinfall.
Yeah, I think Sub-Zero wouldn't let that happen.
Fighting.
But
he doesn't appear to be in a hurry to get up here.
Sub-Zero now sets to the corner.
Think he has it in him anymore. Hold on, guys. This isn't good. No question about it.
It definitely isn't good. As Sub-Zero is now going into the high range district, the courtesy of yours truly.
And a beautiful double under.
Well, my son says I beat nobodies. Well, and the gentleman from England wanted to see video game somebodies.
Oh man, I thought he had him.
There's your video game somebodies.
More than that to keep him down.
I don't think the games get any tougher than Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat. So that's why these guys are involved in this triple threat match. And I know I had said I'm putting a title on the line, and I am a man of my word.
There's the pin. It's over.
I can also tell you, guess who just won? Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope there's no controversy or confusion or whatnot. But I would like to point out the fact that Street Fighter is an extremely tough game, tough characters and whatnot. Mortal Kombat, bloodthirsty, violent individuals. They don't get tougher than Sub-Zero. Ken is just as tough as Ryu, as I've already pointed out, and I have defeated them both. And that was without any question. I don't even think I used the weapon, actually. It's kind of cool. So, what I will say now, folks...
Here is your winner.
Is I'm about to get ready to go in one-on-one with
big win
something or someone, or I'm going to say something that
when you pick up a pinfall
will shock a lot of people.
Like you've done something right.
Quite frankly, I'm not looking forward to going in the ring with it, but you know what? It has to be done, and I need to find out myself. Can I defeat that person? And no better way to find out than to have that match. And yes, I am putting the title on the line against that. So stick around if you want to find out who it is. Here's a hint. My opponent will be the king of pasta. Stick around.